most structured, male-dominated environments imaginable, the military. Serving in the Luxembourgish army was not just a job, it was a trial by fire, a crucible that tested every ounce of my resilience, discipline, and leadership. I was deployed to war at the soft age of 18 as the only woman of my draft, and was often the only female among hundreds of men in the field. Consequently, I worked with NATO, even flew a plane almost a decade ago in the Middle Eastern region, and wrote my dissertation on biological terrorism. Many of the skills I honed during that time, decisiveness, focus under pressure, adaptability, are the same qualities I carried into the boardrooms of the corporate world. But let's start with something many probably don't know. Only 10% of global military forces are women. However, women are not just participating, they are excelling. Studies show that women in the military are more likely to complete elite leadership training programs than their male counterparts, demonstrating a unique blend of perseverance and precision. That's an unknown statistic that speaks volumes to our capacity as women to not only meet but exceed expectations in environments where we are often underestimated. When I transitioned to the world of business, the battlefield shifted, but the challenges remained. Like the military, the corporate world can be an uphill battle for women. In 2023, it was reported that only 12.5% of the world's executive board positions are held by women. Can you believe that I got actually taught in a class at a leading management leadership educational facilities that companies and boards should not hire under 45. That would literally make me unemployable for the next 7 years, where my skill and expertise would be missed on the boards I already serve, from the US up to Luxembourg, where I'm from. Yet companies with more than 30% women executives are more likely to outperform those with fewer women at the top. The data is clear. Women are not just participants in leadership, we are catalysts of transformation. This isn't just about equality, it is about strategy. When women bring a unique perspective and drive that can transform industries and economies. Speaking of transformation, I want to share a thrilling example of overcoming barriers in traditionally male-dominated spaces. A very cute one, actually. In 2018, I worked with young girls on different projects in the STEM field in Luxembourg. I spent a lot of time with these girls, starting from keynote, then projects, and to a closing talk. My specialty that day was DNA extraction workshop. The girls were mesmerized. After all of this, there was one girl specifically. She came up to me and told me, because of you, I know I can be what I can see. My teacher told me that she wanted to do computer engineering, was more for boys, and that she should find perhaps something else to study. Now, after that day, she decided to go into computer engineering, which I think is so beautiful, and it shows again what events and gatherings and educational platforms, when people come together, really bring as an impact. I'm sure that I will leave Riyadh different, as a different person than when I came yesterday evening. Same for my work with my NGO, Professors Without Borders, that I mentioned before. I scaled it up to 21 countries in 7 years. And there, the first country I worked in was Sierra Leone on the ground as well. And we don't have logistics, so no schools, but we work on partnerships. We bring the skill, they give us infrastructure. And as such, we work with an all-boys school. And they said, no, you can't bring girls. It's an all-boys school. And we said, no, it's a summer school, and we cannot come if we don't have also girls in the classroom. So long story short, we ended up having a mixed classroom of 50-50 participation of females and males. At the end of the class, at the beginning, the males didn't really know what to do. And they didn't really know how to talk to the girls, or be with the girls, or work with the girls. But after the class, it was so beautiful when we did the final presentations. The boys' comments like, wow, I didn't know girls were doing that. I didn't know we could do this together. together, oh, I made a new friend, and so on. Like all of these beautiful new connections have happened, which really for me is why I do what I do. There's just so much potential. In my journey from the army to entrepreneurship and now as a businesswoman and investor, I have encountered every type of barrier, from skepticism to outright bias. But each challenge brought it with an opportunity to break through ceilings, shatter expectations, and reshape the future. One of my most valuable lessons has been that leadership is not about commanding. It's about inspiring, nurturing, and empowering others to reach their fullest potential. Listen to listen, don't listen to reply. That brings me to Saudi Arabia, a country undergoing rapid transformation that is reshaping leadership for women. Under Vision 2030, Saudi Arabia is making unprecedented strides in female empowerment. Women participation in the workforce, as we have heard already, has skyrocketed from 19% in 2016 to 33% in 2023. A seismic shift, as we heard, in a matter of years. This change isn't just improving lives, it's driving the economy. Another thing which I found, which was really interesting, women are participating 50% in the financial sector here in Saudi. That statistic alone outpaces many Western nations and sets, in my opinion, a new global standard. The lessons here is that transformation can happen anywhere if the will and vision are in place. So, as I said, thus every challenge brings an opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to redefine what's possible for women in the field. To the women listening today, know that every step we take is laying the groundwork for others to follow. We are leaders not because we have all the answers, but because we have the courage to take the first step. As I continue my own journey, I remain committed to leadership that is aligned with my values of integrity, innovation, and inclusivity. I'm always happy to consider new boards and executive positions with individuals and companies who share these principles. As we heard in the panel, just live up to your fullest potential and your passion and what the morals and values are that you have in your lives. Leadership is about, as I said, creating value, not just for ourselves, but for the communities and businesses we serve. In conclusion, in reflecting on my journey from the military to the boardroom, I can say with confidence that leadership is not a destination, it's a continuous evolution. It's about adapting, and we're good at that, women, right? Learning and growing, both as individuals and as a society, which is so beautiful. Because at the end of the day, we're all one. And we're all here, and we're all working, and all doing the things we're doing for the next generations, our children and their children. Women have always had the power to lead, but now more than ever, we have the opportunity to redefine what leadership means. So, to each of you, embrace the unknown, break through barriers, and lead with resilience, confidence, and purpose. Thank you so much.